Hello, my loving children. Welcome to the new session 2021-2022. I hope you all are doing great at your home. So wasting no time, let's get back to the work. We are starting with the very first chapter, that's the civics chapter number 1, the Union Parliament. So let's get started. Right? So this chapter I had already taught you in the class, but I'm going to revise it once again. Right, children? So let's start with the definition of the parliament. We know that parliament is what? Parliament is the house of the people, and where the elected members and the nominated members, they discuss on the matters related to the public importance, welfare of the people, and the public grievances, right? So, and they also in that parliament, those members make rules and regulations, right? Laws are made and enacted, right? So that's the parliament. So let's talk about the constituents of the parliament. So there are three constituents of the Indian Parliament, in the Indian Parliament. So those three constituents are: number 1, the President; second constituent is the Rajya Sabha, and third constituent is the Lok Sabha. As I already told you about these three constituents of the Indian Parliament: the President, the Rajya Sabha, and the Lok Sabha. So these are the two houses of the Indian Parliament. Rajya Sabha, another name for Rajya Sabha is the upper house, and Lok Sabha, the lower house. Right, children? So now next topic to be discussed is a comparative study between these two houses. So let's start that topic. Okay, now first let's talk about the composition. So composition means the total strength of Lok Sabha member and Rajya Sabha member. So composition, the total strength of Lok Sabha, that is 545 members are there, whereas in Rajya Sabha the total member is 250. Right? Now out of this 543 are elected and 2 are nominated by the President. So these are elected members, elected by UAF, Universal Electoral Franchise, right? And 2 are nominated by the President. So here in Rajya Sabha, 250 are the total members, out of which 238 are elected. They are elected by the elected members of the Legislative Assembly of that state, right? And 12 are nominated by the President, right? So this is the composition of Lok Sabha and Rajya Sabha. Clear? Okay, now next topic is term of the office. So term means tenure. Term of Lok Sabha member, that is 5 years. Whereas Rajya Sabha, the term of Rajya Sabha member is 6 years. So difference in the term is 1 year. 1 year difference. This is 5 years. Term is 5 years. And whereas the term of Rajya Sabha members is 6 years, right? Okay, now next topic is qualifications. is required to become the member of Lok Sabha and to become the member of Rajya Sabha. So, qualification number 1. The person must be citizen of India. Citizen of India. Same here in Rajya Sabha. The person must be citizen of India. Second qualification is he or she should not hold office of profit, right? So the person cannot hold 2 offices under the government, 2 offices at a time, right? So that person or he or she must not hold office of profit. Third qualification is Lok Sabha member, the age requirement is 25 years, whereas the age requirement for to qualify or to contest for the election of Rajya Sabha, that is 30 years, right? Not less than 30 years. So 30 or above. And in this Lok Sabha member, the age requirement is 25 years, right? And rest qualifications are same for the both, only the difference is age difference. For Lok Sabha member 25 years, for Rajya Sabha member 30 years. Clear? Okay, now next topic is quorum of the house. Okay, now I told you in class also the definition of quorum. Quorum means the minimum member to present before the meeting start, right? Or the 1/10 of the total member to be present before the meeting starts, right? So we know that the total strength of Lok Sabha is 545, right? 545. So 1/10 of the 545, that means 545. That is 54.5. So 55 members to be present before the meeting starts, before the Lok Sabha's meeting starts, right? Now, whereas Rajya Sabha also, quorum of Rajya Sabha means 1/10 of the total member to be present to start the meeting of Rajya Sabha. So we know that the total strength is 250. So 1/10 of 250, that means 25. So 25 members to be present to start should be there to start the meeting. If there are only 24 members present, then the meeting could not be held, right? Same here also in the quorum of Lok Sabha, if 55 members are not there or less than 55 members are present, then the meeting will not start. So quorum is what? 55 members or 1/10 of the total members or the minimum members should be present to start the meeting, right? So next topic we have okay, now the next difference between Lok Sabha and Rajya Sabha is that Lok Sabha is not a permanent house, right? Whereas Rajya Sabha is a permanent house, permanent chamber, right? So there is a reason why Rajya Sabha is a permanent chamber, because we know that after every 2 years, 1/3 of the total member, that is 250, are retired after every 2 years there in Rajya Sabha, and that vacant seats are filled by newly fresh elected members in Rajya Sabha, right? That is why the house is never vacant, right? So that is why Rajya Sabha is known as permanent chamber. So 1/3 of 250, that means 83.3. So 84 members are retired after every 2 years, and that vacant seats are filled by freshly elected members, right? So this Rajya Sabha is that is why Rajya Sabha is a permanent chamber, permanent house, whereas Lok Sabha is not a permanent house because after every 5 years it dissolves. After every 5 years it dissolves and fresh general election is held after every 5 years, right? Okay. Okay, now next is the presiding officer of Lok Sabha is Speaker, right? So Speaker is the presiding officer of Lok Sabha, whereas the ex-officio chairman of Rajya Sabha, that is the Vice President, right? Vice President of India. So Vice President of India is the ex-officio chairman of Rajya Sabha, whereas the presiding officer is the Speaker of Lok Sabha, right? Now the next question is how Speaker is elected. Speaker of Lok Sabha is elected among its member only by a simple majority of the members present and voting, right? So Speaker is one of the members of Lok Sabha. Now next topic is functions of Speaker. So functions of Speaker, we know that Speaker is the presiding officer of Lok Sabha, and Speaker maintains the discipline of the House, maintains the decorum of the House, as well as Speaker only decides whether the bill is money bill or ordinary bill or non-money bill, right? So we'll discuss about what is money bill and what is ordinary bill in the next video. Another function of Speaker is that Speaker gives casting vote. So casting vote, this topic is very important. Casting vote. So Speaker gives casting vote. In what case? Generally Speaker has no right, or Speaker does not participate in voting, right? But in case of equal votes for and against, right, on the matter for and against, if the votings for and against are equal or same, so in that situations, to break the tie, Speaker gives his or her vote to break the tie. So we call it casting vote. So this topic is very important. This word is very important, that is casting vote. Now other function of Speaker is like Speaker only allows or gives permissions to the press correspondents and the strangers in the gallery of the House, and admissibility of questions also, what type of questions to be asked first and what type of questions to be asked later, that is also decided by the Speaker, right? Speaker of Lok Sabha. So these are the functions of Speaker. Clear? Okay children, I hope you have understood the chapter. Now in the next video we'll continue the same chapter.